Austin Moore taking on Samuel Braden, who stands in the cage. Now, Austin Moore comes in with a 0-0 record, but Steven, he has a lot of experience for 0-0.
He absolutely does. He's got a lot of unsanctioned experience. He's 3-0 in boxing, 5-0 in MMA, and in his sanctioned fights, he's 1-0 with kickboxing for his style and 3-0 in MMA sanctions. So even though he's got an 0-0 record with Camo, he definitely has a lot of fighting experience. He also holds the welterweight championship belt for Hard Fought Productions at the 170-pound weight class. So he definitely is coming in with a lot of experience.
Yeah, so Samuel Braden shouldn't take him very lightly. Both of these fighters are 24 years of age, both orthodox fighters. Moore coming in from Crescent City, California, one of the Lost Boy MMAs. We saw Tyler Watkins lose his fight against Garcia, looking to put Lost Boys on the board here with their first victory on the card. Samuel Braden, on the other hand, from Sassoon City, California, training with Nobody MMA. We actually recorded his one career victory against Albino Lopez last time we were here in Napa. And we'll send it over to Jim Cooley with the official introduction of both fighters. Actually, I keep jumping the gun there with Jim.
Not a problem. We can go ahead and go over Braden's experience here. He was a wrestler in high school for 2 years, his junior and senior year, and he also is an assistant wrestling coach back at his alma mater. He is also trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, gi and no gi, along with kickboxing and some more MMA experience.
And he actually trains with one of our contemporaries at Solano Community College, Brandon Kyle, one of our past broadcasters at Nobody MMA. He has a teammate fighting on the card as well, Terrence Saturn, who you'll see later on. Now we'll send it over to Jim Cooley.
Martial arts action in the middleweight division. Third man in the cage when the action begins, Mr. Brian Tyler. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Sassoon, California. He represents Train for Life and Nobody MMA. He weighed in at 184 pounds even. He holds a mixed martial arts record, one big win, no defeats. Samuel Braden. His opponent, across the cage in the red corner, hailing from Crescent City, California. He represents Lost Boys MMA. And tonight, he makes his mixed martial arts debut. He weighed in at 185.8 pounds, Austin Moore!
So Braden going to have the height advantage in this matchup at the middleweight division. Brian Tyler is going to be your referee for this middleweight bout, as they're just, I think, readjusting one of the kick pads for Moore before they exit the cage. They took some tape off, actually.
And I think this is going to be an interesting fight because although Moore doesn't have the camo experience, he does have a lot of fighting experience under his belt.
And we've seen on this card what experience can do for a fighter in terms of composure. So both fighters have some experience. We'll see what this middleweight bout has in store for us as we are set. Both fighters touch gloves as Braden takes the center of the cage. Coming out swinging is Moore.
Watch for Braden's wrestling experience to come into play with maybe some takedowns and groundwork.
Yeah, with the length advantage, he'll have the opportunity to shoot for maybe some single and double legs. And there is the double leg right on cue. It puts him up against the cage, trying to lift him up. Moore going with the guillotine choke.
Yeah, it's a great job by Moore to stay on his feet. Oh, and the takedown.
Just swept the leg, Danielson.
That was a great approach by Samuel Braden.
But still a guillotine hold from Moore from the bottom.
Braden trying to get that arm wrapped around. Looks like someone's bleeding.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll check to see if maybe Braden got cut on that exchange.
Moore doing a good job on his back to keep that guillotine, half guillotine in there as he's trying to sneak his right arm around.
Some elbows from Braden to the side of Austin Moore. And he passes for side control now. He's in great position to maybe score with those right shots to the body or maybe some elbows.
Braden does have his left hand back around the neck of Moore. Let's see what he can get going
for the
with that.
head-arm triangle, perhaps, and going with those left haymakers to the face of Moore now.
Oh, Moore trying not to give us Zach back here, but Braden trying to take it.
Yeah, it's only an outstretched arm, and now he has hit an arm under the neck of Austin Moore. Let's see how long Austin Moore can hang on there. Only one hook is in for the legs of Samuel Braden. His left leg would like to maybe position up a little bit more and flatten out Austin Moore and truly get the back.
Yeah, Austin doing a good job of trying to fight out of it with only 10 seconds left in here to go in a round.
Yeah, and Braden now giving up on the submission attempt and trying to score with some punches to the back, to the side of the head of Austin Moore. So Samuel Braden will score some points late from really good position on the bottom, on top for Samuel Braden. And so this middleweight round one is over. How do you see this one playing out, Nicole?
I definitely think that the blue corner took this round. The blue corner definitely took this round. Braden definitely show advantage by attacking more and taking control in the ground.
But Moore's experience definitely coming through to evade some of those chokes that Braden tried to place on Moore.
And Samuel Braden's game plan seemed pretty evident, really just trying to gauge the timing of Austin Moore's strikes early, trying to see an opening to get this fight on the ground, and he took it, eventually getting the takedown in round one and getting some offense with his striking. Not able to put him away with submission, but we'll see how round two shakes out for Samuel Braden.
I'm still trying to see who was bleeding here. There was a lot of blood on Braden's arm and chest, so I'm not sure if it's coming from Moore or where it's coming from.
And so round two, they might have stopped the blood on Braden himself, but round two underway with 2 minutes in this round as both fighters posturing.
Oh, and Moore going for the takedown this time. Oh, and there's a knee.
Blow. So they'll take time. We'll stop the clock as the referee will admonish Austin Moore over in the corner.
Yeah, definitely unintentional there. He was just trying to get maybe a knee to the stomach of Braden.
And that happens in the sport of MMA. When people move, the target misses, obviously. And so an inadvertent strike to the groin of Samuel Braden. If it happens again, that could be a point deduction for Austin Moore.
Yeah, and now I see where the blood's coming from. It's from Braden's nose, so I'm not exactly sure where it came in the first round, but Moore got him at some point.
So referee Brian Tyler starts the clock once again as round two back underway. Inside leg kick from Austin Moore. Going to the high now.
A great left kick from Moore, showing that Muay Thai experience.
And now Braden wants to kick back as he goes for the inside leg kick to both the right and left legs of Austin Moore. Fakes with the bicycle kick. Now switching to southpaw. Now back to orthodox is Samuel Braden, as now Moore in the southpaw position.
I'm looking to see more kicks from Moore because that landed nice and square against Braden.
Oh, right on the chin of Braden, and he is down. Fight is over. Brian Tyler stops it. Austin Moore with the left hook right under the chin of Samuel Braden.
What an amazing left-hand punch from Moore, lands just squarely and dropped the bigger Braden to his back. What a fantastic finish to this fight.
And all you need is that small opportunity, and Austin Moore took full advantage as he snuck that left hand under the chin of Samuel Braden, followed up with some hammer fists, but Braden looks like he's going to need some time to recover from that one.
Yeah, Braden was definitely out cold as he was still trying to fight. His referee was trying to check on him. He thought he was still in the match.
And so you'll see Austin Moore on the cage celebrating with the folks at Napa, while Samuel Braden is checked out in the middle of the cage by the EMTs ringside. And obviously, I think the health of these fighters is the utmost importance here at the amateur level. A lot of these fighters are fighting for hobbies, trying to become professionals. You hate to see injuries at this level. So.
No, I completely agree. And Moore definitely showed his composure, and all that experience came into play and really handy. It looks like he may have a cut on the back of his arm, but that left just landed so squarely to finish the match. Like, it's just unbelievable.
So Austin Moore is going to pick up. You listed his accolades before. Now he's going to have another accolade with 1-0 in his amateur fighting career here at Camo. Samuel Braden, unfortunately, falls to 1-1 after his knockout win over Albino Lopez back in June. And his corner finally gets back in the ring to check on their fighter.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that on the ground, Braden's wrestling experience came into play, but just did not give him any help on while they were standing.
Yeah, the change in game plan didn't work out for Braden there. The takedown really worked, and he was able to score a lot from the top position. Probably would have won round one had this gone to a judge's scorecard, but there, Braden and Moore decided to stand up, really trade leg kicks a lot, and ultimately Moore finished him with that left.
To be honest, I'm really surprised about the result at this fight. I know that Moore has a lot of experience. However, he was like all over the place for a second. So it was this lucky shot that got him the fight.
Yeah, and Jim Cooley getting the crowd to acknowledge Samuel Braden after giving such a hard-fought effort. We'll send it over to Jim for the official announcement of this match.
Referee Brian Tyler has called a stop to this contest. Your winner, via knockout, Austin Moore!
So Austin Moore moves to 1-0. Lost Boys get their first win here on the card of October Fist, brought to you by Bay Area Combat. Our next bout is a light heavyweight bout between Hack Culling and Corey Vale. Coming up next.